The pull tab on the can broke off, but the woman realized she could still peel the metal open with her hands. She instantly sensed something. Looking at the metal lid she had poked holes in before, but hadn't fully opened. She took out a strap, then used a knife to wedge open the gap slightly so the strap could pass through. This would definitely help lift the lid. At last, she gripped the strap tightly with both hands, using her body weight and arm strength to pull the lid open. To her surprise, the metal sheet really came off. That made her more determined. She kept pulling until the lid was fully open. Feeling sunlight for the first time in days, she finally let herself cry out loud. She wanted her newborn baby to feel it too. So she held her baby and climbed out of the shipping container. But what she saw outside was a new kind of despair. They were drifting in the middle of endless ocean. No land, no ships in sight. But this new mom still had to stay strong. At least she and her baby had seen the sun. Then she tossed the baby's dirty diaper onto the water. Unexpectedly, the baby's waist attracted many fish. This made the woman overjoyed. She quickly found a metal rod to use as a spear, but she couldn't catch a single fish and ended up collapsing from exhaustion. Just when she had no idea what to do, she suddenly saw a plane in the sky. She knew this was her best chance to get rescued. She rushed back into the container, smashed the TV, and picked out a shard of glass. Afraid the plane would fly away, she crawled outside in a hurry, but accidentally cut her thigh. Ignoring the pain, she raised the shard, trying to reflect sunlight to get the plane's attention. But she was directly below the plane. The light couldn't reach the windows. That's when she remembered her injured leg. She had to go back inside, rip up cloth for bandages, strip some copper wire, drink some strong alcohol, and clean the wound. Then, bearing intense pain, she used the copper wire to stitch up the cut. When she woke up, she didn't rest. Instead, she used headphone wires to weave a fishing net. The next day, she climbed out again, placed the net in the water, and threw the baby's diaper onto it. Not long after, she caught a big fish. On the 15th day of being stranded, she finally had fresh food. But even with enough food, now that she had recovered, she decided to leave the waterlogged container. From now on, she and her baby would have to rely on a small wooden raft. After moving supplies all night, she was completely exhausted. When she looked up, she saw a seagull about to attack her and her baby. She quickly took out some leftover fish, hoping the bird would be full and spare the baby. At that moment, a female fisher nearby noticed the flock of seagulls. She urged her father to steer the boat closer. When they neared the raft, the fisherwoman saw something strange. The father and daughter pulled the raft up together. The brave father slowly lifted the cloth. To their shock, there was a sleeping baby inside. As they stood confused, the fisherwoman suddenly felt a rope nearby. She quickly pulled it up, hoping to save someone. Sure enough, the new mother who had been adrift for 21 days was finally rescued. The fisherwoman didn't believe she was dead. She did everything she could to revive her. And finally, the woman coughed up seawater. She was alive.